This is me at 13. Now this is me at 20. For 3 of those years, I ended up looking insane because I listened to common things people told me. I'm here to save you that time. Only 4 minutes. I'll show you small tweaks that can actually exponentiate your muscle growth. I'll go over the 4 steps you need to follow to make the perfect training program to maximize your gains. If you're doing a split like Arnold or PPL, I'm sorry, you're not maximizing your gains. Sure, the best split is the one you can stick to long term. This video is about maximizing muscle growth, not doing what you like. What if I told you the best split for muscle growth is one that lets you spend less time in the gym? After you do a good workout, like let's say a push workout, muscle damage doesn't occur only during your lifting, but it also occurs 72 to 48 hours after lifting. Same thing goes with CNS fatigue. So what does that mean? It means a day or even a couple of days after you lift, you're still not recovered from your lift. So why would you do a pull workout the day after a hard push workout when your central nervous system still isn't recovering? You can't even push the way you want to. So that means no matter how you try, you won't be able to perform your best in your pull workout. Now, how do we fix this issue? You might hate what I'm about to say, but the best way to fix this is to add a rest day between each day of your training. 2 splits you can do for this are: on Sunday you rest, on Monday you do an upper day, on Tuesday you rest, Wednesday you do lower, Thursday you rest, Friday you do upper, and then Saturday you rest, and then Sunday you do lower. Another one is 3 full body days split throughout the week. Why shouldn't you program bench, squat, or even barbell rows if you want to maximize muscle growth? Best exercise for muscle growth are ones you're probably going to hate, but again, this video is not for enjoyment. It's about truly maximizing muscle growth. Here's what makes an exercise superior in terms of building muscle: an exercise that allows you to achieve close proximity failure without any confounding factors. Now, what are these confounding factors? Balance, involvement of other muscle groups, and stimulus to fatigue ratio. Let's look at the barbell squat, for example. You have to balance the weight on your back. You have to keep your chest up. It's all that extra work. And the fatigue you generate from just stabilizing everything is just insane. What about the bench press? 1, you can't go low enough because the barbell touches your chest. 2, there's like checkpoints from toes to ankles to wrists that you have to master in order to do well on the bench. That's just many confounding factors you have to worry about. For the bend over row, don't lie to me when your lower back starts getting sore and you start swinging the weight. Exercises that limit all of this are, you guessed it, machines. So instead of bench, maybe you should do a nice chest machine that converges. Instead of squat, maybe a pendulum squat or even leg press. For back, the best ones are the back machines that are chest supported. You can just focus on pulling that weight. Because with this, you can really individualize and focus on the muscle you actually want to work. You definitely heard that you should always train to failure and that a set of 5 is the same as a set of 12 reps. But you already know I'm going to disagree. So then what should you really do? When you're training failure on every single set, especially high fatigue movements, how are you going to be sure you're not going to plateau and you can keep the progress going? You cannot. Your body's going to give up and you're going to stop progressing. But when you do take a set to failure, you're going to get the maximum stimulus. Wait, I just contradicted myself. The last rep to failure builds the most amount of stimulus, but it also builds the most amount of fatigue. So we want to minimize fatigue, maximize stimulus. The best thing we can do for that is train 1 to 2 reps close to failure so you don't hit failure and build up that fatigue. Definitely occasionally do training failures so you actually know what failure is, because 99% gym goers don't know where failure actually lies. If you're doing 20 plus sets per muscle per week in the gym, I'll tell you, you're just wasting your time. The first set of an exercise is the most stimulating. Anything after that is law of diminishing returns. That means you get less from what you put in. So with that upper lower split I talked to you guys about, a good thing you can maybe do is 2 to 4 sets of chest on each upper day. The most stimulating reps of a set are about the last 5. So if you're doing a set of 15, what are you doing for first 10 reps? You're just trying to reach that point, so why not just start with a 5? Again, minimizing fatigue, maximizing stimulus. Thanks for making it all the way to advanced training concepts. You're definitely leaving gains on table if you're just holding the bar for any back or even lateral delt movement, or even hammer curl. For hammer curls, you want to work the brachioradialis, right? But the flexors are actually going to limit the motion because you're holding the dumbbell and your flexors are going to get tired of holding the dumbbell. So how do you fix this? You cuff up and strap up. So for hammer curls and lateral raises, you cuff up and you pull that way. For any back movements, you have to strap in so your forearm doesn't give up. What about rest periods? The best answer I can give for that is to rest enough between sets so you feel recovered. That's around the 3-minute mark. Thank you guys for watching.